How are you? My name is Christine and this is my Peloton bike hack 4-month review. I don't want to go over all of the details I covered in my previous Peloton bike hack video. I will leave the link down below if you haven't seen that. It's how to adjust the bike. What are you looking for? Why this one is a good hack. And I want to tell you how it's been going, what I like about it, what I would change, and what I did change. As of the recording of this video, the bike on Amazon today is $399. In fact, I heard it was on a daily deal about a week ago for about $340 or something like that. So compared to the Peloton bike of $2,000+, it is quite the savings. From this angle, you can see our bike setup as it sits currently. This is in our basement. This was an old TV that we had in storage, so I hooked it up with an Amazon Fire Stick, and I do pay $12.99 a month, every single month, for the Peloton app, which I use to do most of my cycling classes. You don't have to do that. There are a ton of free ones on YouTube for you to try. I just really like the Peloton app, like a lot. The instructors are amazing. My favorite two instructors right now are Robin and Matt. Matt does power endurance rides, which is great for me because I'm training for a cycling race right now. And since we're on the back side of the bike, I do want to point out the seat. This is the seat that came with the bike. This is more of a racing style seat for a mountain bike that my mom had extra. And I was like, I'm used to this kind of seat, so let's switch it out. This seat is awful. This was so bad, even with bike shorts. No wonder my mom didn't want it. So this one is gonna go into the donate thrift store pile. We put this one back on and it's been much better, so I don't have any complaints about the seat. I do have to tell you about the new bike computer. Dave, my husband, did a video on his channel talking about the things he didn't like about the bike. And the one thing that we hands down couldn't stand was the crappy computer. So Giroto saw the review and offered to send us this upgraded bike computer. This is much better. I spun the pedals for just a second. Basically, it's going to scan because it's set up for scan right now, and it's going to go between all of this information, the time, the calories, which I consider to be a guess and not accurate, the distance that you've gone, and then the speed that you've gone. This one is set up in miles per hour and cadence. I haven't found a way to get it to stay on cadence yet. So here we have RPMs, which is your cadence, which is very, very helpful when using the Peloton app. The only thing I don't have is the power output, but I can make a pretty good guess. Two things that we added and changed that I think are absolutely essential. We bought different pedals. These are the pedals that we bought. I found them on Amazon. I will link everything below in the description box for you if you want to go check any of these out. These pedals are set up for 2 different styles of cleat, which is amazing because you can have more than one person using different cleats based on what they came with. So you have this one, which is the one that I have on my spin shoes, and the one that matches the spin bikes at the gym, and then Dave uses this side. This side matches this cleat. It did come with them, and I already had this side, but they also sent the cleats for this one, which are just in this package because we did not use them. This change out, I feel like, is the most essential thing to make this bike really, really different. There is just something about being clipped into your spin bike that is 100% necessary. As far as I'm concerned, it truly mimics riding on the road. I mean, it's not exactly like riding on the road, but so happy we did it. The other thing is, it's hard to see because it's on the inside of this pedal, is we bought a Wahoo cadence sensor and we put it on this interior part of the pedal, which can link to an app on your phone or an Apple Watch if you have an Apple Watch. Now, I don't have an Apple Watch, so I just link it to my phone. It works just fine. Oh, you know what? I think Dave said he was able to link this to his Garmin as well. You can see your cadence all the time during the entire ride. This was pretty cheap, about $30, and a really nice upgrade. I have been asked a lot by people who are interested in this bike from my previous video, did it start making noise later on? Because that is a common complaint. So here is what I can tell you. It's not as quiet as it once was. Here, listen. You can kind of hear that little grindy noise. What happened is the belt got dirt on it. Dave was able to unscrew this entire panel and kind of clean the belt off, and it was much quieter. The problem is I've been riding so much lately, about 4 days a week, 60 to 90 minute rides, that I've just been putting a lot of wear on this. So as far as long-term longevity, 1,000 rides, 3 years of riding, I don't know how that belt is going to hold up. I can't tell you that, but what I can tell you is in 4 months, I have not noticed the belt shredding or anything like that. That is totally not an issue with my bike. Would I still recommend the Giroto X2 as a substitute for the Peloton bike? Yes, I would. I think even with the upgrades that I have put on this, and keep in mind, we already had bike shoes to put these cleats on, but with the cleats and the cadence sensor, you kind of actually don't even need this new computer, honestly. But you could do the new computer as well. You're looking at about $500 to $550 investment to make this what it is now. In fact, I'm gonna start branching out and doing some of the other workouts because, surprise, we're actually building a home gym down in this area. That's gonna be a video coming out soon. If you're interested in that type of content, I hope that you would hit the subscribe button so you don't miss that when it comes out. That should be out in the next couple of weeks, as long as I can get my family to help me put all of it together. This is not exactly like the Peloton. I hope you wouldn't expect it to be at less than a fourth of the cost of the other bike. However, if you want to ball on a budget and accumulate all those Peloton rides with the app and get a similar experience, I think this is a really nice hack. Final thoughts, 4 months into owning this bike, yes, I would recommend. Is it exactly like the Peloton? No, it's not exactly, but I never claimed it would be exactly, but it's a very nice dupe. Of course, I will leave all of the links of everything I showed here down below for you. The mat, the bike, the pedals, computer, and the sensor. You don't have to do all of them. You don't have to do any of them if you don't want to. But if you are looking for a spin bike, this one is pretty good. And if you love cycling, mountain biking, road cycling, spinning, indoor cycling, whatever it is, hook me up with a thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming to my bike hack TED Talk, and I'll see you next time.
After about 4 months of riding, we've started to hear interesting sound coming out of the belt somewhere under this cover, and I want to show you guys what we did to get rid of that sound. I think it was a really easy fix that just about anybody could do. Removing the cover is pretty easy. You start with the screw here, 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 here. There's another one there. There's 2 under here. There's a couple more on this side, here and here. I'm gonna use that Phillips head screwdriver that came with the bike. So there you go. To find the problem, I had to have the house quiet. I had to spin the pedals over and over and try to listen. You can still hear I've got a few spots. And what I'm finding is it's more of a sticky problem than a scratchy problem. And it's somewhere right in here. And so what I do is I kind of follow that particular spot to where I can see down here. So it's right in here. And what I found is that there's just a little bit of buildup. There it is. So there's just a little bit of buildup right there in that one spot. What I have been doing, I've been using something with some kind of a point to it that I can really get down into these grooves. And I really just kind of try to clean out the grooves as best I can. Hopefully you guys are seeing, I'm picking off just some of the rubber that's building up here, and you can see I'm catching a reflection here. And so it's that stuff right there by my thumb. I'm trying to get that stuff off. So I haven't worked my way back that far yet, so let me see if I can get that one. The issue that's causing the most sound is that it's just sticking to the wheel. If I can get that sticking to stop, I think we're gonna be in business with a much quieter belt. No sounds at all. Not very hard, anybody can do it. I'm not guaranteeing that's what's causing your problems, but that's what was causing ours. Definitely quieter.